Hey, so how's it going? Today we are going to do, well, tonight, we are going to do a little tutorial, a little Photoshop tutorial. I'm going to be editing this photo of Gabrielle, I believe her name was. I suck at names, so don't be mad if you see this. But we're just going to be doing a little tutorial. I edited this photo in Lightroom, and then I exported it out into Photoshop. So right now I got my little frequency layers. Basically, I didn't do anything just yet. All I did was duplicate this layer twice and named it low frequency and high frequency. So we're just gonna create that frequency layer really quick, that frequency separation. So what do you want to do on frequency separation is basically you want to go in your low frequency setting. You want to hide the high frequency setting. So just what I just did right there. Click on the low frequency, and you want to go down here to, well, up here to where is it? Filter. And then you want to go to blur, down here to Gaussian blur. Now what you want to do here is basically you want to get rid of as many blemishes as possible, but you don't want to blur this layer too much, right? So we are going to, and then the airway just went off in the background, right? So maybe right there will be good enough, you know. Got a little bit of that. Maybe let's see how it looks if we up it just a little bit. Okay, 9.3. That should be good enough for this photo. And then you want to click on the high frequency layer, make it visible again, and we're going to go up here to image, and right here we're going to hit apply image. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to set the layer to low frequency, right? And then now hit to the blending mode. We're going to go all the way down to subtract, and then for the scale you want to put 2, offset you want to put 126, no 128, I'm sorry. And just keep it at RGB. But anyway, I didn't make these up. These are just standard settings that everybody use. And you want to go here to OK. Now you see it looks a little bit weird, right? Cool. So you want to go back over here to your, I don't know what this is called, your opacity, I don't know. Anyway, you want to go over here, you want to click this little thing right here, your blending mode, I'm sorry. You want to go over here to your blending mode, and you want to go all the way down to linear light. And now it just basically looks the same, right? Nothing has changed, but now you have two basically frequency layers. So right here is where we're going to get rid of all of the blemishes and stuff, and then this right here is basically going to be the detail layer. So this right here is going to retain all of the detail, and this right here we're going to be able to get rid of all of those blemishes while keeping the detail. So we're going to go back here to low frequency, right? And we are going to get the lasso tool. Now you want to get like a spot on the face or whatever, you know, like a pretty decent size spot. And there we go. You want to hit Q. Now what I always do, because you know I retouch a lot of photos and like all of the settings are different, I'll go up here to where it says feather, right? And I'll just basically bring that to 0. Bring that to 0, and then we're gonna hit Q. Actually, you know, you want to bring it to 0 before you actually hit Q, because it's gonna still remember those settings. All right. So again, bring it to 0. Then you get your lasso tool, and you just want to make a circle or whatever, a shape or whatever, right? You're gonna hit Q. Now you see it's very sharp. Then we're gonna go back up here to blur, Gaussian blur. Now we're gonna basically kind of, we want like a nice fade, right? So maybe something about right there. Maybe we can go up just a little bit more, maybe about right here, right? So you want that really nice fade, okay? Not too much, not too little. Let's bring it down just a little bit. I want to say 41, maybe 43. 43 looks good, right? So we're not going to hit OK. We're going to hit cancel, right? We're going to go up here, back to feather, and we're going to input that number that we just had. So 43. We're going to hit Q again. Q is a quick mask hotkey. Then we're going to deselect. Now we're going to select it again, right? We're going to select the area again, or whatever area you want to select. Go back up here to Gaussian blur. And we're just going to, you know, kind of move it over till we see all of those blemishes disappear. Now you don't want to do it too much, right? It's gonna start looking weird, but you want to just kind of So right here, right, you see all of these blemishes here, you know, all of these little spots or whatever. We just want to get rid of those. So we slowly see them getting rid of, right? We're not losing too much of the detail, but we are getting rid of those little spots. Bam. So we're going to do that. We're going to hit OK. And we're just going to deselect, right? And from here, we're just going to hit another spot, you know. We want to stay away from the hair. I'm going to stay away from the, I guess, makeup on her face, paint on her face. I don't really know what it's called. Anyway, we're going to stay away from that. We're going to hit Command F. I'm using a Mac. I'm not really sure what the hotkeys on a PC is, but this is I'm using the Mac hotkeys, right? So Command F is basically just using the same, I guess, tool that you just recently used, and we're just gonna go around the face and kind of, you know, attack those areas. Command F. We're gonna get in between here. Command F. Now there really isn't no one way to retouch a photo. Like I know some people, they'll leave the nose alone and then they'll do it a different way. So right now what I'm doing is, look, I kind of like my own way to do it. Maybe it's the lazy way to do it. There's like a very different way to tackle the nose and stuff like that. But anyway, we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get down here towards the eye a little bit. Again, we're going to try to stay away from the hair. Command F again. Just smooth that out. Actually, that's pretty decent. Going to get right here. Now, we're not going to do too much of the area. I like to kind of get small sections. We're good right there. And then we can kind of get this right here. Not too close to the edges of the makeup because it's going to blur the makeup. Actually, I'll show you what it would look like if you did that, right? So you do this, and you kind of see how it blurs it just a little bit. I personally don't like that, so I'm not gonna do it. All right, cool. We're gonna get right here, and a lot of times I'll just kind of follow the contours of the face. So, I have too many programs open right now, so my computer's running a little slow. But anyway, we kind of get the contours of the face. Kind of like that. Take care of those little areas. Bam. Bam. And we're going to come over here and take care of this nose. Alright. Cool, cool. And then we're going to get some down here just a little bit. Alright. Yeah, we're not gonna do really big areas. Let's see how this takes care of her chin. I think that's a little bit too much, maybe. We're gonna go back a little bit. Let's actually dial it down just a little bit. Just going back up here to Gaussian blur. We're gonna kind of do that. Maybe not as high as before. It'll be good. All right. Do that again. I mean, down here we don't really need to do all of this. I mean, and then we can kind of take care of the chest, like you see some of her veins and stuff like that. All right. And that should be enough. Again, I'm just hitting Command F to basically reuse the same tool that I just recently used with the same settings. All right. I mean, we don't really have to take care of the neck too much, so we should be good. So basically, this is what it looks like. Now we are going to go in here and we are going to take care of, you know, just a little bit more. Like you can see stuff like this right here. We're just going to get rid of this. So we're going to go up here to high frequency. We're going to get our spot healing tool. We're just going to take care of those. All right. I mean, you can be here for hours doing this, you know. I think what we have so far is pretty decent. You know, I mean, I would post this on Instagram or whatever. You know, nothing. I mean, Instagram kind of gets rid of the quality anyway. So if you just feel like an Instagram upload, I mean, you'll be fine. But what we have right now, but we are just gonna kind of take care of some of this stuff. All right, kind of messed up right there. All right, just get close. All right. We might come and take care of like some stuff right here. Kind of get rid of that blue where it's not really supposed to be. Define those edges. All right, computer, come on, chill now. I know you're working hard. All right. Man, this camera is like a couple years old, man, and it still amazes me how, you know, crisp the quality is. You know, it's crazy. And this is an A6000. This is a crop censored 24 megapixel mirrorless camera, and this photo is very sharp. Alright, cool. Take care of some of this stuff right here. And again, we're just kind of going around the face and finding stuff that we don't like, you know. And again, like for something like Instagram or something like that, I mean, it really doesn't matter because Instagram is kind of gonna like get rid of the quality anyway. But you know, this is more for us, right? We're just kind of learning how to do stuff. And by no means am I an expert on this. I'm probably doing some things wrong. I mean, if you see me doing some things wrong, you know, down in the comments, let me know what I'm doing wrong and I can get better, you know. This is all a learning experience. And we just, again, getting rid of some of these things. And I might kind of add some adjustment layers a little bit. Play around with some stuff. Alright. And then, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, we can take our time kind of getting rid of these and stuff like that, but we don't really need to. You know, you be here for hours kind of doing it, trying to vogue it out. All right. Where we at? Maybe right here, you know. Cool. I will say though, this photo shoot was actually pretty fun, man. Like, I really enjoyed it. So I will show you what it looks like before and after the retouch, right? So we're gonna hold Option. We're gonna hit this button right here, and this kind of shows you what it looks like before, after, before, after, before, after. Again, we just kind of got rid of some of those blemishes and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, you know. So the detail is still there. It's not too overly, you know, overly done. It's not too overly smoothed out, and I mean, honestly, I like it. Let's try to do a little bit of magic. We're gonna take the clone stamp tool. We're gonna bring it up to about 80%, right? Give me this. We're gonna do this right here and bring some of this over here. Actually, let's do 100%. Actually, you know, so we can really bring this over here. You know. Not sure if it was supposed to be like this. Like, I don't know anything about makeup, but I think it'd be cool if we make it even instead of trying to get rid of all of it. Let's do flow to 100%. Let's kind of do all of this. Go crazy with it, right? There we go. Bam. Bam. so we can actually get those colors. Alright. There we go. We have, actually, let's kind of do some stuff up here too. So I kind of don't want to mess with it because I kind of think that's how she wanted it, kind of like that, and then kind of coming up like that. So I'll just kind of lightly mess with it, you know. Maybe bring some stuff up here. Right, bring it over there, bam. Bring it like right there. Bring this kind of, and then we can do something like this. Bam. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Making that look a little more, I guess, even. Not even even. I was gonna fix the hair, but I kind of like it like that, you know. I mean, now it's time to add some adjustment layers. We're just gonna go down in here. We're not gonna add anything like this right here because I like the color. So we're not gonna do anything like that. Maybe we're gonna do black and white. All right, and we're just gonna kind of bam, right? Maximum black. We're gonna bring the opacity down just a little bit. Let's see what it looks like without it. Let's see what maximum white does. Again, I'm kind of new to this right here as far as the adjustment layers. Just kind of playing around with some stuff, you know. Kind of brings it out just a little bit. I kind of like that. And just kind of bring the blue up just a little bit, make it a little brighter. And then the yellow in the back, make that just a little brighter too. These are the colors, we don't have to worry about those. I'm just gonna Z that, command Z. And let's do, where we at? Adjustment layer. We are gonna do a vibrance real quick, right? And again, bring in. So this is like what the vibrance does to it. We're gonna kind of bring it up just a little bit, not too much, just a tad bit. Plus 11. Do some more stuff. Where we at? Oh, show y'all something pretty cool actually. I think it's hue and saturation, right? That's pretty cool, right? So you can, like, with Photoshop, you can do a lot of crazy stuff, man. Like, this is, I think it's dope. And then you can also kind of mask off this area right here, right? So it's not being touched, and you can just kind of adjust everything else so her skin doesn't look like all pink and purple and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool, but we're not going to be using that right now, so we're just going to hide that, get rid of it. But yeah, we're going to go back down here to adjustment layer. We're going to do exposure, and then I can just bring it up just a little bit, just a tad bit, bam, like that. We see where we at. Kind of bring the gamma down just a little bit. All right, and there we go. The Eric again going off in the background. Yeah, keeping us fresh. And I mean, honestly, I think that's where I want to. I like it right here. I'm not gonna do too much else to it. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do anything else to it. I mean, we can like kind of play around with the curves and stuff like that, but again, we don't need to. Like, you can, the curves, you can get really crazy with it, right? You can kind of mess with the reds, and then all of these are kind of like linked to each other, right? So you'll mess with the red, and you kind of come down here and mess with the green. You kind of come down here and mess with the blue, and just kind of completely destroy it. But I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with that. Bam, 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 curve. Not gonna do that, so we're just gonna leave the curves alone, and I like it right there. So I'm gonna export this. We're gonna command save, and then we're just gonna, you know, save it as a JPEG. And we are done. Just give it a name. Bam, bam, bam. Give it a place to be saved. Alright. Okay, so there we have it. We just edited this photo. We just retouched it. Again, I'm going to show you what it looked like before and after. Before and after. And again, we just did some minor touch-ups and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, but this is just like a little tutorial to kind of show you how I do things. And my workflow is always changing because I'm always learning new stuff and like that. So maybe I'll kind of come back with another video sometime in the future just to show you how much my workflow has changed and stuff like that. All right. Again, so thank you for watching. You all have a very nice day, and again, stay inspired, keep creating, and live your passions.